And a very warm welcome to today's Masterclass of SaiU Pathways, a Masterclass series organized by Sai University. Today's Masterclass is organized by the School of Law, titled What Makes an Act a Crime. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Jaisy George, Senior Assistant Professor at Sai University School of Law. She brings over 11 years of experience across academia and legal practice with a PhD in Criminal Justice and Administration and an LLM in Criminal Law and Human Rights. Dr. George has practiced before the Kerala High Court and subordinate courts as well, giving her a strong blend of academia and courtroom expertise. She is a UGC NET qualified scholar with multiple publications in Scopus indexed journals, focusing on criminal law, technology and investigations, human rights, and child protection laws. Her work reflects a deep commitment to legal education, research, and student engagement. We are excited to have her and share her insights with us today. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nalisa, for that wonderful introduction. Yeah, am I audible here, students, if I can say so?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. And quick point, ma'am. So, students, if ma'am asks any question, you can very well put in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. We will enable you to talk. Okay,
Oh,
sure.
I thought, sir, it would be an interactive session, so they are not supposed to talk now?
No, since it's a webinar mode, ma'am, I think so they can able to either chat or they can raise their hand. We can enable them to talk. So it's not a
Okay,
meeting mode. Yeah.
okay. I thought, can we change it slightly, as in there more participation and engagement? Or
Uh,
this is the settled norm?
yeah, the setting is actually a webinar setting. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
sure.
Okay, then I'll be happy with the present norm that is there. So, yeah, so students, I wanted to know how many of you are actually liking law, to pursue law as your career, or maybe at least interested in law. Okay, anyways, keeping that there, I'll start with the class. It's not a class, it's kind of an topic wherein you could put in your thoughts and decide, or you yourself has to find out what would include a crime and what would not. Okay, so I would want every one of you to think independently and come for your findings. Okay, and the chat box is always open for you. So if you have any clarifications or if there are any additions to be made when I'm talking, please feel free to do that. Okay, because that is what would make this class interesting, this session interesting. So, the topic I've taken for today's webinar is what makes an act a crime. So, we generally, whenever we switch on the TV, the news, and or if we open the newspaper, it will be find uh, in the front page somewhere you will find some crime news. Okay, there is a murder happening or there is a rape happening, and we all know that these are crimes. Now, how do we know that these are crimes? That is what we have acquired to our like 16, 17 years of our knowledge that okay, these are the crimes, and we have always connected these crimes to the IPC, which is now repealed, and now we have the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Okay, so we always associate these crimes that we know, like robbery, theft, murder, uh, rape, etc., etc., to these books like IPC or VNS or whatsoever. Okay. Now I'm discussing in such a way that you people would understand. Okay, it's not the level of, you should not think that oh, this is all what law is. No, this is the kind of law which I am telling you so that you would be finding the class, the session interesting. Okay. So coming back, so what would make an act a crime? Okay, so suppose while during class, uh, you take the pen of your neighbor, the neighboring student. You take a pen without asking him, and you're writing. Would that be a crime? Would that could that be a crime? Would you please raise your hand or message me that? You without seeking permission of your no ma'am. Why, Santosh, you think that it's not a crime? If you could type fast or just the gist. I can connect and I can find out because it's not a law. So, does the law say that taking a pen without the person's consent uh, is not a crime? Or the law has come up with certain actions and say that these are crimes. Please refrain from doing that. Please refrain from committing those. Is it so? Is that what Santosh you were saying? Kindly obvious. Okay. Now let's delve into that. Okay. So basically, uh, crime is something which the law says it as crime. As I said, BNS is the crime statute, is the crime book of India. Okay, so in this book, it is stated that these actions are crimes. Okay, only these actions would be constituting a crime. Okay, which means that we can safely do the other things. There is nothing wrong in that. Likewise, we have other laws also. For example, you have traffic laws. You have Motor Vehicles Act saying that you are supposed to be driving by this side of the road. You are supposed to wear your seatbelt while you're driving a four-wheeler. You're supposed to wear your helmet when you're driving a two-wheeler. Okay. So law imposes certain things for maybe certainty, for maybe the benefit of the persons who are using the or availing certain resources of the land, or maybe to not cause inconvenience to the persons living along with us. Okay, so these are the various purposes in which the state, the law, I mean, the country decides that these are the actions which should be termed as crimes. And what happens if an action is termed as crime? What happens? What is the after effect of that? That box. Uh, I restate that. Suppose an action is depicted as a crime in the law of the land. Hmm? What would be the impact of being of committing that act? What is the after effect of committing that act? I think what you're thinking is right. Please type it on. Punishment, taking charges as per law. Yeah, punishment. Yeah, you'll be taken to the court. First of all, police officers will come and take hold of you. You'll be going through the investigation. You'll be placed before the court. You'll be tried. You'll be through evidence. You'll be checked whether you had actually committed the crime, and then finally the judge decides whether the person had committed a crime or not, and then give penalty or punishment again as what law says. So for every crime which is finding place in the law book of the country, as in India it is BNS, there is a punishment also stated for these crimes. So for this offense, this is the punishment supposed to be provided to him. So once the court feels that yes, this person had committed a crime, then he is supposed to be undergoing the punishment which is stated in that law book of the country. Okay, coming back. Now, how will the state or how will the country decide that these are the actions which are supposed to be prohibited? Because the law books say that these are the actions which are deemed to be crimes. How does the country feel that yes, these are supposed to be banned in our country? How does the state decide? It is their choice. Okay, we have our representatives there. We have our representatives means I meant the member of parliaments, the member of legislative assembly. We have the member of parliaments whom we vote, and they are in the parliament to raise our concerns, to perform as what we want. Okay, So they are there in the central legislature, and we have our MLAs in our state legislature. So we only vote them. They go there. They have their policy. They decide their policy, and from that policy, they'll decide that these are the laws that they are supposed to make for the benefit of the people who have voted for them. Okay, and then there are various other stages, and then it becomes a law. Okay, and so in the law, they decide that okay, these are the actions which are supposed to be shunned, and the others, okay, that's okay even if they commit, which means not every wrong is a crime. Okay, there are various wrongs that we do every day. We tell lies to our parents, not maybe very intense lies, but did you have food? Yes, Amma, I had food. This is also kind of a lie, isn't it? It is morally wrong. Religiously speaking, it is wrong. But it is not a crime because in BNS it is not stated that you cannot lie. I mean, yeah, you cannot lie, right? Got it. So there are several wrongs. Um, um, we out when we were discussing or we were whiling away time with our friends, we just patted on the shoulder of the other person who is standing by. He's a friend. Okay, it was very casual and it was out of the fun that we did that. Is that a crime? No. Is that a wrong? I don't think it's a wrong also because it's out of the affection that we have. We had that pattern. Okay, so there are various things which are considered wrongs also beyond this. Okay, there is another level. Okay, we have grudge towards our teacher. Okay, she's purposely not giving marks to me. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll hide her pen and let her roam around and go looking after the pen. The pen is very expensive. Okay, so see that is kind of little more than what is a petty thing that a person could do to us. Okay, suppose if the pen is of expensive or is it's something which has been given to her by her grandmother who's no law who's no more, there is a lot of attachment towards the pen. Okay, then it is serious. Got it? So even if it's you're hiding it, that wrong cannot be looked into as a petty wrong or something. We say that it's a theft. So how do we know whether such wrongs would amount to a crime or not? So now we learned that not every act is a crime. Firstly, it should have place in the law book of the country. Okay, every country has got its own criminal enactment, which says that these actions would amount to a crime. Okay, and for us it is the Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, which is known as BNS. And in this BNS, there is it is stated that so and so act constitutes so and so crime, and for this crime the punishment is so and so. Okay, this is the general understanding. This should be the general understanding of what crimes. Now, let me ask you again, coming back, uh, what could be the constituent elements of a crime? Okay, so we know that in the law book of the country there are crimes, and it is said that this would constitute a crime. Now I'll add on something to it, saying that not every physically act, not every act would be crime in the sense that if we do not intend the commission of that act, we say that it is not a crime. For example, you were walking by the road and mistakenly, or you did not notice that there was a banana peel lying on the ground, and you stepped on it. What happened was that you slipped very badly. What happened is that you slipped very badly and you just caught hold of the person who was standing beside you, and you could save yourself, but the person who you caught hold toppled and he got his head injured. The question is, whether it would be considered as hurt, which is a crime under BNS. Hurt is a crime under BNS, causing hurt to another person. Now, my question is whether such kind of an act, wherein you stepping over the banana peel and you catching hold of another person who's standing beside you and you toppling over, and then the person getting hit somewhere and has a head injury, would that be amounting to a crime or a hurt? I want your responses. I'm not just limited to Santosh's response. I want everybody to respond to this. Please. Would that constitute hurt? It is your opinion only. Now that you have not learned right and you've just heard maybe 5-15 minutes of class. So doesn't matter even if it's wrong. I don't know. I won't judge you.
Yeah. So participants, I think, as ma'am said, you can put as in yes, no, or even keywords that would work. Need not be a long sentence. So kindly put in
Right.
the chat
Exactly.
box. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
sir.
no problem. Yeah. So participants, looking forward. We'll give you a minute. You can put in the chat box, or if you want to speak up, probably you can raise your hand. We'll enable you to talk. Yeah. Thank you.
Where are you all? I want vibrant students, okay? Hello. Not interested? Should I tell you the answer? Santosh, you also left. I'm
I
a little
think they are
sad.
in the pre-New Year celebration. So, so I think
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take over. Okay. I hope that you are listening. Okay. So here, what, ma'am, it depends. Oh, thank you, Sanyam. If I'm not wrong, Kundal. Ma'am, it depends upon the situation whether the banana peel was placed there intentionally. But who placed it? I don't think anybody would place it and then step on it and then fall and take another person along. I don't think he would do that, hurting himself, because stepping on a banana peel can even have your back injured. So I don't think he would do it purposely. So thank you, but Sanyam, you used your mind. Okay. So here, what law presumes is that it is not a crime. Why? Because there is an act. Okay, there is an injury which has happened to this person's head, and he had injured it sufficiently that there is pain and there is injury and all that. All those things are there. The act is anyways there, but law says that there is no intention for the commission of the act, which means that in order a crime to be a crime, there should be not only the physical act, not only the end result, it should be coupled with, I'm sorry, there is no power. I look like a ghost, I think now. Okay, the net is still there. Okay, am I audible still?
yes, ma'am. Yes, you are.
Okay. So even if the physical act is there, because there is no mental element present in the commission of the crime which is hurt, we say that it is not a crime. Which means that deducing, in order to make a crime, there should be a physical act, that is the end result should be there, plus there should be an intention that this this should cause this. That cause effect relation should be there. Suppose, for example, murder. This is a very simple example which everybody would understand. Murder. In murder, if we accidentally happen to kill someone, okay, the end result is death, for which you will be getting punished. But if the intention was not to kill the person, it was out of my carelessness that I did, and I did not intend that this person should die, then the crime of murder is not there. Murder will not be charged against me. Instead, some other crime like culpable homicide, which is not as strict, or it is not as intense, or the gravity of culpable homicide is much lesser than murder, because murder, the punishment can go even to death penalty. Got it? So this is where, so always any act should be coupled with the intention to the end result. Only then the person will be could be stated that he is a criminal. Criminal in the sense he had committed a crime and he is a criminal. I hope it is clear now. Suppose it is vice versa. Suppose, suppose there is only intention part. So the mental part is there, the mental element is there, but I had not done anything towards the commission of any act. That means I did not plan. I had only plans, but I did not work out towards the commission of it. Will that be a crime? Law says no. For example, I said I'm having grudge against a person, and then I'm thinking that okay, I should kill that person. She's not giving me internal assessment marks. She's not. She's looking me intrusively. She's looking me always. She always has this bias against me, and I am having grudge against her because of all these reasons. May not be true. Okay, it's just his thoughts. Okay, in my lecture, his means her, she means he. Okay, it's all inclusive. There's no gender bias. Okay, coming back. So, if we have lot of grudge against a person, and in our mind we have killed that person many times. Okay, that much grudge we have. I'm going to kill that person one day. I'm just looking for the apt time to kill that person. I'm having that much of grudge, and but I did not take any step towards it. I did not even buy poison. I did not even do anything towards it. It's just planning. Will that be a crime? Law says no. Law says it is not a crime. Unless you do something, it cannot be a crime. Okay. So, in short, in order to make a crime, first of all, there should be an act, and then there should be a mental element involved in the commission of the act. Only if these two are there. And this combination is what is stated in one section of the BNS. Only then you will be termed as accused. There also you are not a criminal per se, because you are just accused of crime. Who decides whether the person has actually committed the crime or not? That box. I would appreciate uh, your ideas. I I'll tell the question again. Who decides whether the person has actually committed the crime or not? I said that right now he is only in the accused position. Who decides whether the accused is actually a criminal? He is supposed to be punished. Who decides? Judiciary, ma'am. Sanyam, thank you. Judiciary includes judges, lawyers, the clerks there. So, will you be precise? By the law, by the judge. Judges, ma'am. Very good. I think I have only two students here. Thank you, anyways, both of you. You are exactly right. So the judge decides. So judiciary, in the sense, is right, because the judge cannot emphatically say that okay, this person is the accused here is the criminal. He cannot say that. He decides on the basis of the evidences which are produced by the lawyers, both the sides. There will be lawyers on the prosecution side, there are lawyers on the defense side. So accused also will be having lawyer. The state also is having lawyer. Okay, I don't want to get into those details because I'll make you confused rather than give something in this session. You will think that I attended 1 hour, but I didn't learn anything. I'm all confused. I don't want that to be there. come to us. We'll teach you all together, and we'll make you good criminal lawyers. Okay, coming back. So we need both these together. Either of them can't stand alone to make it a crime. It will be crippled. Okay, both of these should be there. So in criminal law, or strictly speaking, there are the terms are little tough and all. Okay, so I'm not dealing with those legal terms because I don't want you to be running away hearing all those. Coming back, there is this concept of morality. Okay, if I'm not dealing with this, if I'm not touching morality, and just referring to these criminal basics and all, I don't think it is good enough. So I'll just inform you that there is a connection for criminal law with morality. Okay, some say that it is going parallel to each other. Some say that it's contradictory. I think you should be telling me what is the relationship between morality and law, criminal law, basically criminal law. So I cannot ask you what is morality because it's like an essay that you would be giving me the answer and you'll be taking so much of time. So morality, as I understand, you also would be having your views about morality, but as to my understanding, I think morality are those values or the conceptions we have towards something, and it is mostly religion based, mostly. Okay, there are certain moral values which are common to all religions, like do not kill anyone, do not tell lies to anyone, do not commit adultery. All these things are there which are common to all the religions and are accepted morals across the countries. Okay, so my question is now, uh, um, applying these things or evaluating these moral values to crimes. Okay, like theft. Okay, what do you think? How can those be placed? Are they contradicting each other or are they complementing each other? Just message me complementing or contradicting. You can even think beyond. Okay, these are the things which I told you. You may have your views about morality and your understanding about criminal law. So you just tell me, where do these two concepts lie? Do they go together or do they go against each other? And I want all the others to respond, please. I'm very particular about that. That is my problem, I admit, but yeah. Please, others also. Sanyam and Santosh are doing good job. I want others also to do it, please. Waiting for the answers. Moral values and criminal law go side by side, or are they dead against each other, complementing or contradicting? It will go together, I guess. Thank you, Santosh. Hello.
Participants here.
I never. Sorry.
No, please continue. So I think participants a little, engagement is required. So probably keywords or answers. If we can be little attentive and you can write in the chat box, that would be great.
I never allow my students to just be uh, not responding. Okay, I want everybody to respond. Any kind of engagement is okay, even if it's wrong. I don't mind.
I think they're already in their New Year celebration. So, so
Okay, okay.
yeah.
So I think I'll go with Santosh. Okay, I think, and because there is no one to counter, I think I'll go with Santosh in the sense that values, it was actually based on values that criminal codes of each of the countries were enacted. Okay, because that was the base. Because there are certain values which are universally accepted, and based on that only, for example, uh, as I said, murder, do not die. I forgot that term. Thou shall not kill. Yeah, this was the commandment you have in Bible, and you have this in our criminal law also. Okay, do not commit adultery. Do not involve in theft. Do not what is that? Do not desire to get the neighbor's property. Something like that is there. So all of these find place in your criminal law also. So it means that it is mostly parallel. It is complementing to each other. But there are instances wherein people wish to go against the moral values also, the the acclaimed moral values also. So earlier, you know about homosexuality, and it was and it is against certain religious groups. Okay, but now in criminal law, we do not criminalize homosexuality, which means that at certain points, moral values are not considered when criminal laws are made. Okay, so initially, for example, in our IPC, in our Indian Penal Code, homosexuality was an offense. That means if a person was found to be homosexual, hmm, committing an act, homosexual act, he was considered to be committing a crime under Section 377. Now, why do you say under Section 377? 377 only deals with homosexuality. So, if a person is committing a crime as per homosexuality, you say that he has committed a crime under Section 377 of IPC. But now our social values or our society started approving homosexuality, and because of which it is not finding place in the present times. So although generally we can say that it is based on moral values and they go together, Santosh, there are situations wherein the criminal laws have got an upper hand over moral values. Who decides it? The lawmakers decide. Who are the lawmakers? The members of parliaments and the members of legislative assembly who are representing us, who we have voted. So ultimately, we are making laws. Okay, so it's the will of the people that is coming out as laws. Okay, now, uh, now, um, I would like to uh, put in four kinds of mental elements. Four kinds of mental elements. Understood, Mata. Yeah, thank you, Santosh. So four kind of. So now I've told that it is with intention. The law checks the intention of the act committed. There are other elements, mental elements also. Okay, which are maybe lesser intensity when concerning when looking into the intention perspective. As in, uh, you have knowledge, hmm, that this thing would happen. As an example, uh, so I am sitting on my balcony and I am eating my chicken leg. Okay, I have chicken drumsticks with me and I'm eating it. And my balcony is open balcony. It's not grilled or it's not, there is no net. And I'm eating it. And then I see a crowd coming in my society. They are walking. They are doing some marathon. It's some Independence Day, some marathon. So because of Independence celebration, there is a marathon happening, and a crowd is coming by side. And I feel that they are running. Okay. And I'm a little jealous also because I'm very fat. So I'm thinking, okay, they should not run peacefully. And after the chicken leg which I was eating, it was almost done. So I threw it aiming at the crowd. Okay. So this is an act wherein I intended, I had the desire to commit the act, that it should fall directly on the crowd so that it would cause some unrest in the people. So what crime I'm not telling you now. Just wanted to tell you that these are the different shades that you have in the mental element. This intention is looked very severely by the courts, because your intention is something which is which designs you to commit the act. Okay, and there is a lesser kind wherein you are not seeing that the crowd is coming, but you are enjoying your chicken leg. This is the second instance. Okay, after intention, the second intention. I'm eating the chicken leg and I'm not noticing what is happening, what is going on. I just had it, I enjoyed it, and I'm very careless and I threw the chicken leg onto the from the balcony outside. Okay. And it happened to fall on the group. This is not intention, but you actually had the knowledge. You actually had the knowledge that if I put something on the top, I being not an insane person, I know that because of gravity it is going to come down. Probably there will be some person and it might fall on that person. So that knowledge is there, that this thing, if I'm throwing, it can fall on somebody's eyes and it could hurt it or something else. And without taking due care, if I throw, it is negligence or recklessness. You might have heard negligently driving. Okay, it's an offense, or it is chargeable under MD Act, not a vehicle. Why is it so? Because you do not intend that you are going to hit any person. You are drunk. You know that if you are drinking and driving, there is a chance that you can kill a person. There is where negligence plays a role. Okay, so negligence also is looked into uh, seriously, not as you look into the intention aspect, but it is also considered, because you are a prudent person. You should know that this could be the after effect. Okay, you're not supposed to think like a doctor, like a lawyer would think, but any reasonable person would think that if this thing is thrown, this would go down, this code can hit someone, and this could hurt someone. If that is not applied, we are careless, and law sees it as negligence. Okay, he did that negligently. When surgeons commit, um when they are performing surgery procedures, if they forgot to take out the what do you call, the instruments that they use for the procedure, there have been lot of cases I've seen wherein during the procedure, during the C-section, the cesarean section and all, they forgot to take out the scalpel, something like that, and then it was stitched. It was stitched inside, and after some time, because of the wound was not getting healed, and this lady is getting a lot of pain from the abdomen. This lady is going for an X-ray, and then it is found that, or a scan, not an X-ray, scan, and it's found that there is this instrument which is there, which is like this much long. Okay, 2 inches, 3 inches long, and she has been holding that for around 12 years. Okay, so this is a case wherein the doctor has negligently done that. His intention was not to keep it there purposely. Okay, I want to teach this lady a lesson. Okay, I'll stitch it inside. No, it was not his intention. But he did not put in proper care and caution, which resulted in his negligent activity. Whether it be long lines, whether it be not having food, whatever the reason be, the doctor is supposed to be handling the procedure with enough care and caution, which he did not do, means he's supposed to be getting penalty. Okay, so I would not deal with the other mental elements because I don't want to confuse you more. Just understand that these are the basic mental elements which are present in which are looked into by the court seriously by when dealing with the mental element. Okay, now coming back to BNS. Whenever you're reading BNS, you will be having whoever intentionally takes away a person's things without his consent would form text. This is not exact definition, okay? Just telling whatever is essential only, I'm telling you so that you are not straight. So, it in the provision itself, it is stated that the mental element required is intentionally. It is not negligently. So, intention is there, and the intention is to take the thing out of the possession of the person without his consent. It would be a crime which is known as theft. Clear? So whenever you're reading a whenever you're reading the book, the law book, which is BNS, all the provisions, all the provisions in the sense that section 1, section 2, section 3, all these sections will be having all these elements. The elements in the sense that it will state that this is the mental element which is required, this is the physical element which is required. Only when both of these together uh, go together, it will be considered as a crime. Clear? Okay, I think that is enough. I think that is enough. If you have any doubts, will you please ask me? Sir, is that okay? Nile, sir? Okay, can you use the chat box? I think he's unavailable or there is some technical issue that is there. If you could ask me any doubts or anything to be taken beyond what I taught now, may please ask me now. Yes? No questions? No doubts? Ayyo. Should I talk ahead then? I'll go a little more in detail. I covered the basics, but I think I can go further into the topic because you have no doubts. I assume that it is all clear. Okay, I'll start with a question. Um, mm, Suppose you are aggrieved by another person's act. For example, you understand that your phone is being stolen by your friend. What would you do? I'll give you options also. You will go to the court and or you will seek a lawyer first of all. And the lawyer would be filing a petition in the court for getting the mobile back. Option 2 is you go to the police station and register the complaint. Option 1 is you're going to the lawyer and the lawyer will frame a petition and it will be presented before the court and the court decides. And option 2 is you go to the police station, register your complaint there, and then they will proceed. Option 1, 2, please answer. Hmm, no answers. Okay, I think I should say. I think I should be contented with your response. I should not be so greedy that you will be answering no. Okay, so here, because it's a crime, we know that theft is a crime. Even if you go to the lawyer and say that this has been done and my thing has got stolen and I need to initiate the legal proceedings, the lawyer himself will direct you to the police station. Now, why? Because criminal law is first, the criminal law is getting started from the police station. Okay, that is the proper procedure. You tell the matter to the police officer who's in charge of the police station. The police station will write the FIR and then will start the investigation. They'll collect evidence, they'll look into the CCTV footage, they'll look into the intention of the person whom they suspect has committed the crime of committing theft. And then, with the available details, the police officer submits the report to the court. Okay, so you should understand that police officer or police officers are state's missionary. They are paid by the state and they are doing their job for the state. And then they submit the report. They are doing the job for what? For picking the criminals, for preventing crimes, etc. Okay. And then when the police officers reports, uh, it is known as charge sheet or police report. So understand that it's a report. When submits a report of the criminality to the court, then it is in the court that the matters go on. Okay, only then the court will come into play in case of criminal matters. And then what happens? You will have the accused, that is your friend, and you are there, but you will not be there physically present. You can be there witnessing, but police officers will be the one who will be taking care. You will be having the prosecutor to talk for you. Prosecutor is the lawyer because you it is for you that the prosecutor is coming and talking. Okay, they are the police lawyers or they are the victim's lawyers. And who will be on the opposite side? The accused. That is your friend, and he will be represented by another lawyer who is a private lawyer. Any lawyer who has passed LLB and who has enrolled into any of the bar councils of the states. Okay, so this is how it goes. In civil laws and any other kind of laws, it is a different procedure. But in criminal law, this is the procedure. Okay, I think with this, I will wind up. I just I wanted to know how much of you are actually willing to pursue law as your career. I think that it's not at all a bad job. It's actually a great job. You have a lot of options in law because it's the common option is you getting through the LLB 10 semesters and then you getting enrolled. I mean, you will be having the LLB degree and you'll be getting enrolled to the Bar Council of the state. If it's in Tamil Nadu, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu, you getting to the Madras High Court, getting your enrollment degrees from the sitting High Court judges, and then practicing for a while. If you're interested in practicing, yes, of course, for a very long time. Actually, practicing is also a good career option because you are you are not destined to work uh, in the office hours and all. You can work anytime, uh, as and when the client requires. So the payment is also like that. The initial years probably would be a little tough, but uh, it's actually a um, good say. By the time you have your 5 years of practice, you'll be having good clients, you'll be having good payment, etc. So practicing is not a bad job. If you are into academics, you can go for PG, LLM, and then you can be an academician like me, or every company will be having legal advisors. They really need legal advisors because whatever they do, they'll be having doubt as to the legal procedures. what is to be done, what is not to be done, they have to consult definitely to a legal person. Now, what the companies do is that they don't hire, they don't ask a person every time and get advice. So generally, they have at least one legal advisor to deliver. To have, so they'll be like a regular employee there, along with the other tasks, other the job specified. Um for example, if it's a construction business, there are a lot of construction. The engineers are there, but there'll be one seat, at least one seat vacant for the legal advisor. You have banks, and every bank require legal consultants. So just imagine what kind of job scope you have for law. Okay, so you have legal consultants, legal advisors, you have regular lawyering, litigation as your uh, uh, option. After LLM, pursuing PhD, teaching as an option, which is also very good. You'll have you'll always feel that you are getting younger and younger, seeing young students and faces like you. We'll also feel that okay, we are also growing. So physically we are fit, and then mentally also we are so satisfied, and also we are also earning well. So it's also not a bad option. Along with that, LLB can be a basic degree for anything. Okay, if you're going for UPSC also, having a law degree is actually awesome. Okay, I've got students who have done UPSC also. I have students who have become judges also. Not in high courts, they are still in their magistrate courts, but still, yeah. So we have lot of options. I forgot to tell about judiciary. Yeah, being a member of the bench, not the bar. Bar we obviously enroll to when we are enrolled in the bar council, but being member of the bench, that is judges. Actually, societal status is there, money is there, power is there. So it's also not at all a bad option. Then yeah, last an ending note. Law is a jealous mistress. So every other profession, if anything you deal with, for example, doctors, as I said, if they've committed any negligence, they'll come to you only. Or any entrepreneurs, if they are stuck in something, they'll come to you only. The regular companies and all, I said that they are having regular slots as legal consultants and advisors. That also is there. You will be there. Banks, everywhere you are required. You are supposed to be there. They need you. So I think that law as career is actually an awesome option that you have now that you are in plus two. So think in that perspective also before you come in terms with your future. Okay, I think that's all I have to tell you. If you have anything, you could raise your hands and you can ask me directly.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your practical kind of session. So, just one quick sum up question for you. So, exclusively for participants who are yet to apply for School of Law or BLLB program. So, from your perspective, what would be that what is unique about SaiU School of Law? Comparing to other School of Law in the country. So, if you can answer that, ma'am.
So they'll be answering it here or they'll be emailing later.
Uh, am I audible?
Uh, yeah, you said that they are supposed to write you, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. No, the question is for you. So I think if you can tell them, what is the unique thing about SaiU School of Law compared to,
Okay.
yeah. So if you can sum up
Oh,
and
okay,
answer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So SaiU School of Law, this I don't know how many of you are in Tamil Nadu. This is in Chennai, and we have a beautiful university campus here, and we have different uh, disciplines also here. Different schools along with School of Law. We have technical department schools. We have non-technical schools. Technical schools including AI, computing and data science, and uh, you have allied health science also, which is out of the technical and the non-technical side. And in your non-technical side also, you have arts and science also. Okay, so the distinct part of this university is that you can design your degree in the sense that you can have a major degree which you are pursuing, which you have opted for after coming when you're coming here, and then there are certain minor degrees also which would be given to you depending on the courses you choose. So you decide courses in the sense subjects. Okay. So every semester you have the option of choosing a subject, and you decide whether you want the out of the subjects you decide which of the subjects you will be choosing, and you'll be having that minor degree also. So that is why we call ourselves liberal university, wherein it's not the conservative university kind wherein you're just applying for the degree that when you come in, then you get out with the same degree that you've opted for. Here we are getting that degree plus you have a minor degree also. So this is kind of an international standard that we are following here. For as far as law is concerned, the problem is that we are supposed to be going by the Bar Council norms and rules. So ours is not as flexible as the other courses. Ours is regulated by the Bar Council, so we have certain uh, uh, when the people, the students studying in the other disciplines, they can take law as minor or not minor as such. They can come and attend our courses, and they'll be certified of having attended all those. But you may not get a minor degree as such in law, or you may not get a minor degree from the other things also. But having said that, the engagement that you have here when you mingle with the other disciplines, it's actually it's I cannot express that. It's such a nice experience that you have. So I've worked with other institutions also, including St. Vincent's Law School, which is the top coming up in the top 3 law schools in India. So even after working there, even I have the experience of having working there, but when I compare it with here, the students are actually getting exposed to the other disciplines. When we talk to the AI students, or when you talk to your AI friends, or your computer science friends, or your neuroscience friends, you're getting ideas, lot of ideas as to collaborating, or how law would be applicable, or how they could be getting the help of law and all. So there are unlimited uh, collaborations or interactions that could happen if you are in such a university based education. So I think that is one aspect of SaiU University, Sai University. And then another thing I would say is that the faculty here, if you could check the website, I'm not just telling about law. You check the website, you will see the difference you have in the faculty profile. We are having actually brilliant faculty who's teaching all of the skills, not just law. Okay, I'm not saying that law is bad. Law is also perfect. I'm saying that the faculty profile that we have in the university is actually brilliant. So that the university leadership take a lot of effort to find the best among the in India and also from abroad, so that you would be getting the best out of the university. So I think it's actually something which you should be looking forward to. So I welcome you all to have this as an option, SaiU as an option, and come over to us so that we could build together the better future. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think participants still chose to stay silent. So probably participants. So I think if you are applicants, or if you are started applying or yet to apply, so you can very well connect with our counselors. So and our counselor will get back to you. With queries being answered, or if you want to connect with our faculty, so they will help you connect with the faculty as well. Yeah. So thank you so much for this wonderful session, ma'am. And thank you, participants, joining us today. So the recording will be available soon, and you can spread the word to your friends as well if they are also interested in applying. And also, you can very well visit the campus, which will be open on all days from coming Monday. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the wonderful session. And
Thank you so much, students, for having me here for 1 hour. Let's keep in touch. Let's come over and let's meet personally.